Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gundalf Entertainment. Thank you for tuning in, for listening to this collector's talk we're about to have tonight. So tonight we have, please introduce everyone.
All right, so you heard that. Good job, Brandon. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Rick can't be here tonight; he's not feeling good, so I pinned it on him to do the intro, and he did pretty good. Yes, tonight we'll be talking to our collector friends. We have 4 lined up. We'll see if they all make it. Stuff does happen, especially with Jeremy. He is a dad, so shit happens.
It does.
Oh, he's here! Look at that! Look at that shit! Right on time. What's up, dude?
Not much. How you doing?
Doing all right. So, you're all here. All right, it's a full party. All right. So we're gonna talk to our collector friends today, but first, let's thank the couple sponsors for tonight. Micro Game Play and Trade. Without the shop, I wouldn't be able to do half the stuff that I do. So I thank my boss Chris for letting me pull my shenanigans off in the shop and sponsoring the streams from when I'm at home. And secondly, you're hearing his music. You're going to hear it throughout the night. DJ Silence and those smooth video game themed beats. Does a fantastic job. You should go over to Spotify, look him up, follow him, support him. His music's fucking awesome. So, but that's it for sponsors for tonight. Yeah, we're going to talk collectors. And so we have everybody in the booth. So I'm going to start. Gerodius is here. You just heard him. He snuck in as I was saying he might have dad stuff to do. What's up, Jeremy?
Not much. How's everybody doing?
All right.
Pretty good.
And you heard him rock the intro. We got Zandalar. Brandon's here. What's up, brother?
Hello, everyone.
And then making a return for his second round table if he's available right now. I don't know if he's still muted or not, but Gemgamin is back. What's up, brother? He's still muted. No, he's not. I just can't hear him. Let me figure that one out. And then last but not least, his first ever time on the show, you'll see Nostalgia Road at my buddy Dylan. What's up, brother?
Hello, how's everyone doing tonight?
Doing alright. So I have asked these guys to send me some of their most prized possessions in their collection so we can talk about them. Why you guys started collecting, why you like it so much, why you collect what you do. So first, I'll just start in the order that I made the slideshows. Brandon, you're first.
Oh, okay. So I started collecting.
Yeah. So
I started collecting. Just go right ahead, Vinny.
So the first question, you basically were answering it. When did you start collecting and why?
Oh man. I really have no idea. Just because I don't know. I really like old retro games. My favorite. I mainly collect old video games, so I go for Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1, and GameCube mainly, because those were the main 3 that I mainly played on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I did have the PS2, but I don't know why I prefer the PS1 over the PS2.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't know. I just really like old games, so I just started buying, and I get people bitching at me all the time. Why am I buying all these old shit? And I just continue buying them today, anyways. I mean, I'm crazy enough to pay $320 on Mega Man X3 at Harborfest one year.
It's dedication.
It is. I wanted that game. I even bought a game off the store.
Yep.
And I didn't even own the system.
Good old Kid Clown story.
Yeah. I went in there one day and I asked Vinny, "What's your most expensive game that you have in the store right now?" And he came up to me and showed me this game called Kid Clown for $200, and I said, "I had to race straight to the cart." Didn't even have the system.
True story.
I bought it anyways.
I even questioned him. And then he sold it back to the store for $200.
3 years later.
Because, it's like a $400 game now. Insanity. Alright, so you sent me some pictures. The first picture I have pulled up here is a bookshelf. I know you probably you moved a couple times, so this is probably an old picture.
Yeah.
But I see top shelf, you got Super Nintendo, you got some PS1, some 3DS, a lot of Switch games, which I know you love your Switch game. Some 64, PS2. So out of all the, out of all your retro games, what is your prized retro piece?
Oh man, I don't have it still. I'm still looking for it. Silent Bomber.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I just don't have it.
I haven't seen
I'm
that
gonna
game
have
in
to go to eBay.
forever.
I just don't have my prized possession yet.
Well,
It was Kid Clown, you know.
All right, what's your prize Switch game?
Um, what is my most shittiest game I had?
Oh my god, that fucking Barbie game you bought last week.
It could have been Bratz. I don't know.
Oh,
Did
yeah,
I
that's
buy
right.
Bratz off
Yeah, you
guys?
bought Bratz.
I did. I don't remember if
Think
you
so.
buying Bratz.
All right.
It's one of my shitty games that
Oh, yeah.
I own from you guys.
Also, know you collect a lot of Legos.
Yeah, so I calmed down on the Legos.
Um,
I haven't bought any Legos in like 4 years now. So I mainly collect a certain brand of Legos. I usually go for the modular buildings, or unless something like what you have on screen right now, the Disney Castle.
Yeah, I was
Sometimes I
gonna
go
say.
for those.
And I got a stack of boxes now that look like they're all just unopened.
Yeah. I just literally pulled those out of my storage unit because I just happened to be there one day. And I was like, oh, I was just sending Vinny this picture.
Yeah, I have that Porsche.
I was gonna ask this. I
Oh, you do?
Yep.
And here's the crazy diner and crazy stuff. I didn't have time to load the last of them that you sent me, but we'll talk about those after this.
Oh, yeah. Okay, because I just did not have time to even go to my storage unit at
You're
all
fine.
this week to pull shit out.
I know
'cause I've
one
been
thing you
working
like
on
to
the day.
collect. Only sold you like a bunch of them.
So half these Lego sets that I have, I did not buy them. So girl that I was talking to back in when COVID was happening, bought me some of these sets. We're still friends today, but she actually built 3 of those sets in that picture right there.
I like the diner.
The diner's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's see, 3 of the modular buildings are all the way to the right on the right side of the castle. Oh, and you probably see that nutcracker in the picture. Yeah, I do like my nutcrackers too. I just don't have any pictures of those.
Well, the final thing, like I said, I didn't get time to put the pictures in, but I know you like collecting special edition Switch consoles.
Oh yeah, I'm a freak.
This man sat in my store with another friend, awaiting, what was it, Tears of the Kingdom?
Yeah, when I
For
was waiting
2 whole ass days, nagging me while I was trying to work.
Well, okay, one of those days, I don't remember what was the price that ended up getting up to.
$400 and something.
No, it was way more
Was
than
it?
that.
I don't know, but it was
Yeah,
insanity.
it was way more. And it was just going, Rob was just counting it up, the actual normal price, whenever this other guy, I can't remember his name, just kept on saying
Mike.
Zelda. We would have to ask Rob. I think Rob would remember.
Yeah, he probably does. And I just...
So
Go ahead.
I just, that day we ended up just talking about Zelda, and he happens to have one of the special edition Zelda Switches, and I was like, Jesus Christ, like, I wanted to buy it, but I don't know if I can buy it right now. And then I ended up buying it. So now I have officially 5 Switches in my storage unit. I have the Splatoon version, the Zelda version, the Animal Crossing version, the Pokemon version, and my very first Switch that I ever bought. So
The last picture I scrolled back, I remember selling you half of these games.
oh yeah, so I also like to go for the big boxes.
I see Earthbound,
Oh yeah, that game's already finished. I've already beat that. Oh, and the very first game that ever got me into gaming is right down there too, Mega Man
Is it?
X.
I was gonna say that or Legend of...
No, it's Mega Man X.
What's up with the Dusty
go
Coke
to.
bottles?
Those are collectors. One of those is actually from when I was a kid. I went to my uncle worked for Coca-Cola. I used to work for Coca-Cola too. Long time ago, they had a Christmas party and they were just giving out those small bottles to kids, and I fucking ended up getting one. So I still have it today.
The last question for you.
What's up?
What is something that is not in your collection that you damn well wish you had? Like at the tip top of the list, the cream of the crop of what you want that you don't have yet.
Well, Silent Bomber for one.
Oh my god.
I don't know, really.
Okay.
I'd have to really think about that one.
All
You
right.
should have tossed me that question like forever ago,
I hit you with it
so I could really
last.
think about it.
Well, we'll come back to you. If you come up with an answer by the time we're done here, we got 3 more people to get through. So next, Eurodius. We're gonna start with
Yes.
this lovely assortment of plush and that big ass CRT. How much do you like Pokemon?
I like it. I don't love it like I did when I was younger.
Mhm.
But those plushies are from the '90s. They're from McDonald's Happy Meals. So
I
probably like
thought that's what they were, but I
1997.
wasn't sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've had those since I was 16, 17
That's
years old.
awesome.
Yeah.
Pikachu looks a little old. All
Yeah,
hunched
he's been
over.
around. Well, he's 30 years old.
He's all hunched over like, man.
You see some shit.
He's seen some shit. Alright, so you sent me this. I went crazy when you sent me this picture with the Buster Hawk and dude, how did you get that? Where'd you get
I,
that
um,
from?
I ordered it when they're doing the pre-order. What site is that? Stone Age Gamer,
Okay.
I think. Yeah, they're doing a pre-order. It's like Hellfire, Truxton, Zero Wing, and then what's the other one? I don't know. I think you might have said it. I can't reach the box right now. Yeah, they're Sega Genesis repos.
Mhm.
Or not even repos. They're officially sanctioned, actually.
And there's, R-Type just chilling there too.
Yeah, I picked that up actually on eBay for like $20.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I didn't know they had like a new release of R-Type, like Super R-Type and R-Type 3. That's pretty cool. And I just looked on eBay when I saw that. I missed the opportunity to buy it. It was like 19 something. I put the bid in and got it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, now it's
Yeah.
like a $150, maybe $200.
Did you ever get to play Buster Hawk?
No, not Buster Hawk. I
You-
think that's is that the American name of it? Hold on, let me grab
Yeah.
the box. So I can. Get
I
the
can't.
price.
I could never. It's like Glay Lancer, I think's how you say it.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, you're talking about the one on top. I thought you
Yeah.
were talking about the
No.
truck.
So the one on the bottom, that's fucking. I've seen those, but when you sent me this picture and on top, I saw that, I like almost like lost it.
Yeah, no, Glay Lancer. Yeah, no, I've played that. I played on the Switch and on the Genesis. Yeah, it's ridiculously difficult because there's a lot going on the screen. I get so mad that I just don't see bullets. Yeah, no, that I did. I think that was another either Castlemania or Stone Age Gamer did a pre-sale on it.
I do appreciate this corner with the Chief helmet and the best dad ever. And
Yep.
like how you got Chief just chilling on the like old ass clock. He's just like,
Yeah,
my time is here.
Yeah, funny story about that. The Chief helmet. Was it Halo 3?
Yeah, it was the Halo 3
Okay.
Collector's Edition.
Yeah, I bought that from you guys years ago. You're doing those things where you buy 2 get 1 free.
Mhm.
And I saw the helmet sitting there, and I'm like, is that part of the buy 2 get 1 free? And it might have been you.
Probably, because I think I
Your
wanted it.
locations.
It sat
you're like,
around
yeah.
so long that I just wanted it out.
I was like, yes, and I'm like, oh, sold.
Fair enough.
So I got that and Xenogears Chronicle with like the manual. I forgot what the third game was. Probably something silly like Minecraft or something. But yeah, it's a funny story about that one.
Got some Switch games and see some PlayStation limited run stuff.
Yeah.
I just know
Razorman X.
You're like me and you're big into like shmups and beat 'em ups
Mhm.
and fighting game, arcade stuff.
Yeah, definitely like the arcade type of games, like yeah, shmups, like you're saying, or even the Pac-Mans, those old single-screen arcade games. But yeah, this game right here, the developer NGDev does their own physical releases, and they only print like 1,500, I think, at a time.
Mhm.
And these are quite in demand. So I missed the first pre-order, and I was pissed because it's like who only released 1,500 games, so it's like they do another one and they do the same thing, but they only print 1,500 games.
Mm-hmm.
And they did like a pre-order method too. It's just like you could just take all the pre-orders,
Yeah.
you know, like how Limited Run would do. But I managed to nab that. Like I got an email like at 3 a.m. in the morning, and I'm like, oh, and I was able to get it. But yeah, that, and I have a love-hate with NG Dev just because of their physical releases. They're so limited, and they sell out like within minutes.
I believe it. A lot of the smaller ones that do that kind of shit.
Yeah, and you think like it's, you know, love them or hate them, like the Limited Run, but if they went through somebody like Limited Run, they would sell so much more
Oh,
of those
yeah.
physicals.
I think everybody knows I love limited runs end products. I hate.
Yeah, yeah. I'm with you.
I just hate how they
I
do
find-
things.
Mhm.
So, how did you obtain this crazy ass pachinko machine thing?
On Craigslist, 2017 when I moved into the new house, I was just curious because we had a lot of room compared to our old house, and I looked up pinball machines on Craigslist.
Mhm.
And somebody said Japanese pinball machine. I'm like, what's a Japanese pin? And I was like, pachinko. And they only wanted like $30 for it.
You fucking kidding me?
It was super dirty, did not work. It was jammed full of rusty balls.
Mhm.
I was able to just
Looks like you
get
did
the
it.
jam undone, yeah, and fix a couple of the little springs that were disconnected, and it works.
That's
And my daughter, who's 3, loves it. Yeah, she loves playing it. She's not bad. I don't know if it's just the tiny little fingers.
Mhm.
she could actually, like every 5 or 6 shots, she'll get it in.
That's awesome. Like you said, when I got this picture, I was like, this thing's really cool.
Yeah, and I built that frame. I mean, it's not super awesome craftsmanship or anything, but yeah,
works.
to even have a frame for it, yeah.
Super. Alright, we got to a wall. I see Atari, Nintendo, Super Nintendo. So, what is your most prized game in your collection?
That would be Gunnak.
I kind of figured. Kind of figured.
Yeah,
That was
Yep, I've had-
a couple pictures forward.
yep, I had that since I was a kid, and the story about that is, maybe some of these too.
Yeah, we'll get to those. Those
Rolling
are
Rock.
amazing.
Wait, hold on. What shelves are you using? Because I need to look into new shelves.
I will look that up for you. It's like Pat the NES Punk. His whole NES collection was in these shelves, and I found where somebody asked him, like on Twitter, like, where do you get those shelves? And then actually, if you notice, a lot of collectors have the same shelves.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I'm looking into new shelves because I need something other than that bookshelf that I'm using.
Yeah, they're very modular, too. As you can see, like I've got them pretty tight. Yeah, no, I can
Holy
send that.
shit.
I'll post it on Discord.
Just realized
Alright,
the pictures you have along the top are all the box arts.
Yeah.
Is that stuff that you have bought from the store?
No, I printed those off.
Oh, okay.
So
'cause
I go to I print them off at Staples. Like I just put them in an image editing software and I blow them up to 8x10, and I just print them at Staples, and I get like the $3 frames from Walmart.
Bro, I'll tell you right now, I went to Ollie's for the first time in a long time today.
Uh-huh.
I got frames for less than $2 a piece.
Nice.
Ollie's
Like
for the
these
win.
size?
Yep, Ollie's for the win. I haven't been in there in
Oh,
years.
Forever. Yeah.
Which one did you go to?
The one over in Cicero.
Oh, that's that's right next to the gym that I go to.
Yeah, the one near the trampoline park.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I went in there and I was like, dude, there's so much cool shit in here. I forgot how cool Ollie's was. All right, I'm back to another thing that cracked me up. The not opened Rolling Rock signed by the nerd.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah, he was at Retro Game Con, maybe the second or third one back when it used to be in the state fairgrounds, and I waited in line all day And he signed that Rolling Rock. He's a real nice guy. He's like, this isn't refrigerated, is it? Because I can't sign refrigerated. So he's signed Rolling Rocks apparently.
That's
And
awesome.
my childhood copy of Top Gun, he signed.
Yeah, you have that in here too somewhere.
Yeah, and I have a picture.
There it
I'll
is.
have to dig it up of me and he had the guitar guy with him, and nobody wanted a picture of guitar guy, so I had.
Oh, the
Right.
dude that did the theme song.
Yeah, so I have a picture of.
He's
it,
actually a really cool dude.
He is, yeah.
Go back a picture. So I have a copy of this game in the store, called Hero.
Mhm.
Who is MJR?
Metal Jesus Rocks.
Thought so.
He was at last year's.
That was last year.
Yep. Yeah.
I
Retro
thought
Game Con.
that
Real-
was
real
it, but
nice
I
guy.
wanted to make sure.
Yep.
That game's worth a bit of money now, man.
I think so.
Yeah, it's like
Maybe
$100
less or more with with a Sharpie on it.
Top Gun. I see Pat signed your Bad News Baseball.
I think that was his first video he did. Was Bad News Baseball.
Never played that game.
I haven't either. I actually picked it up at the Retro Game Con, if I remember. 'Cause I think I had something else. I can't remember. I had something else for him to sign, but I saw that and I was like, "That's it. I found it."
Back to the bookshelf. What's your favorite Super Nintendo game?
Ooh.
Oh,
I'm only asking because it's the first thing my eyes centered on, and I'm like, I'm gonna ask him that. His favorite Super Nintendo game.
I would say Super Mario RPG might be my favorite.
Great game. Did you play the
What's,
remake?
I have not played the remake just because I just played the Super Nintendo one like right before.
Fair.
Yeah,
Down the road, it's worth playing. It's pretty good. They stayed pretty faithful to it.
What
it seems
console
like
do you
it.
prefer?
Me.
Yeah.
What's your favorite console you like to go with?
It depends on my mood. I play a lot of NES actually. I have a PC Engine that I play an awful lot because I'm into shmups. Yeah, I'll say my favorite console is probably between the Super Nintendo and the NES and the PC Engine, maybe the Genesis. I guess that kind of era, like the 8-bit, 16-bit era. Can't go
Good
wrong.
era. What's your favorite Atari game?
Galaga.
I kind of
That'd
thought
be-
I had
Yeah.
three games I was thinking of. Like he's gonna say one of these, Like
There's
Galaga-
quite a few good ones.
like Galaga, Pac-Man, and Dig Dug and all. Just like the games I figured you'd say.
The arcade conversions, yeah.
Yeah,
Desert
pretty much.
Falcon's not bad too. That was one I played a lot as a kid, and Mario Brothers, the original Mario Brothers. And like my first technical beat 'em up was Karateka, which is, I think I pronounced that right.
Probably I say Karateka,
I think you said it right.
but I have no idea.
You know, when you're like 8 years old,
You-
you
Fair.
make up your own pronunciations and you say it wrong forever.
So you sent me a picture of an Odyssey 2 game. Do you have an Odyssey 2?
I do.
Does it work?
I have two Odyssey 2s. Yep. One works for sure. The other one I bought for parts.
Or the only person that ever walked into my store that actually owns an Odyssey 2 that fucking works.
Yeah, no, it works.
We have one out back. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's in a box.
A lot of people. Does it turn on?
Nope, it doesn't do anything.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just
I mean,
completely dead, but I don't know.
I mean, I could take a look at it if you want.
I'll pull it down if you want to ever look at it.
Yeah, because if you saw one of the pictures with the fire extinguisher, it's
Mhm.
because I have like a full workbench for
Nice.
fixing and modding consoles. And that's my modest Famicom collection.
I was gonna say we moved on to. I can see Final Fantasy,
Yep, 1, 2, and 3.
Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior.
Yep.
What's this one with the pink ship with the boxing gloves?
See, I originally thought that was Fantasy Zone. I got super stoked, but it's actually Twin B.
Makes sense. I can see.
Yeah, but I like Twin B. But
Yeah.
like I was like so excited. Oh, Fantasy Zone for $8. And I was like,
Yes, Twin B.
Twin B. Got ripped off.
There's the gun neck picture. I don't want to know what that game's worth anymore.
About 500.
Like the last time we had one, I think I sold it for 4.
Yeah, so that game was a birthday present for my aunt when it was the Super Nintendo was out for a while. I didn't have a Super Nintendo until later in its life. So this is like a birthday present. You know that she picked it up from like budget bin.
Mhm.
So she probably only paid maybe $20.
Damn good game for a budget bin game.
It was good. Excuse me. Yeah, I loved it. I played that probably the most. Probably Final Fantasy 1 might have been the only game I played more than this.
The R-Type collection on the. I love R-Type. Frustrates the shit out of me sometimes, but I love it.
It's a game of memorization.
Hmm.
At least the earlier ones were.
I didn't play the 2 new ones there, Final 2 and 3.
Yeah, Final 2. I haven't played Final 3, but I guess it's just Final 2 with
A little
DLC.
more.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I don't know much about it, but yeah, the finals were fun. I have a copy. It's like on my Switch. That's pretty good. Generations. I can't remember the name of it.
So,
The Robotrek is another favorite Super Nintendo game, and I kind of pulled it out
was gonna
because
say,
I managed.
didn't I sell you that? I think I sold you.
No, I
No?
did get this from the Retro Game Con maybe 3 or 4 years ago. It was before the pandemic.
I still might have sold you.
You
I
could-
I was there, but I'm more interested in the Telenet shooting collection.
Oh, it says Pastime Legends is the booth I bought it
Yeah.
from. It says on the. I don't.
They
think
used my
Microsoft
sticker, the
knows that.
bastards. No, but
White and black sticker.
Robotrek's a great.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I like to collect shmups from the Switch
Mhm.
because there's just so many physical releases.
I'm gonna try to get They put Trigger Heart Excelica out finally.
Oh, neat.
I'm gonna try to get it. Then I talked to you for a bit about this game. Is it just called Over OBJ or is it Over Objective?
I pronounce it over object,
Okay.
but that might just be my programmer background.
Well, this the
yeah,
box, the color of the cart. I was like, what is this game?
yeah, no, it's I haven't played it yet, just because I disconnected my Nintendo and all that, and I was a little concerned about sticking it into my Famicom adapter,
Fair.
just because it was such a pain. I had to import this from like a third party in Japan. They tell them I want to buy this game, and it's like from a company that only sells stuff within Japan, and they
Yeah.
go, they buy it, and then they ship it to you. It's one of those kinds of deals.
Oh,
was a
so it's
pain.
like a what do they call those kind of people? Like that, basically a middleman.
Yeah. I mean, they were a legit company, but the whole site was in Japanese, so I
Mhm.
used like Google Lens to figure out what I was doing. But I managed.
sent me
I managed
this.
to get it.
I take it these are just like the different backs of the NES games.
Yeah. Did I send all of my?
You sent me
Black
like
box.
they're probably out of order, but you sent me
Yeah.
all the black box games.
Yeah, because that's my thing where I'm collecting the black box games,
Mhm.
the 5-screw variety, and I think I've got almost all of them. I should take a look and see where I am because it's getting harder to find. You probably see a lot of micro game.
Yeah, I see.
Stickers
We
on it.
see right now. We see a lot of like Metroid ones coming in. 5-screw Metroids, and I think
Yeah.
I think Kid Icarus is the other one that we see the most.
I do want Kid Icarus, but it's not a black box original.
I think Duck Hunt's the other. We have like fucking 20 of those.
Yeah, just Duck Hunt.
Yeah, like the 5-screw Duck Hunts.
Nice. And an interesting thing with these, I think my Gyro might have it, but a lot of those older 5-screw,
Don't they have like
Cartridges.
the Famicom thing in it?
they yep, they're just a Famicom cartridge inside. Well, not the cartridge, but the PCBs inside, and there's the converter board. So a lot of people get like the Gyro mites. You can usually tell which ones have it because they're actually heavier.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's just something I'm trying to do is collect because it's not really a good idea to collect all the Nintendo games for how much they cost and how much
That's
space they
fair.
take up. So like I was like, well, let's get all the black box. That'll be fun. I'm not necessarily a completionist, but I thought that was obtainable. And this is one of my favorite
I was about to.
PlayStation 1 games.
Yeah. You even have the
And, like-
freaking stick.
Yeah, like that's like one of those like make younger self happy
Mhm.
because I always wanted one of those sticks. And I finally got one last year.
I don't know if he still has it, but the Rob, the kid that works with me,
Mhm.
so he did at one point. He had a virtual on cabinet, and he had a stick like this for virtual on, but it worked for a bunch of shit. I wonder if he still has it. I'd love to play with that.
Mhm.
I'm mad at him. Well, it wasn't his fault, but I think his like parents threw his virtual on cabinet out because it didn't work right, and he didn't know they were
Oh.
throwing it out on him.
No.
I was like, what? I would have what?
Yeah, I think my parents threw out my Voltron when I was
Oh.
because I had a Voltron and then I didn't.
So I see we're going to the console pictures now. First set off of this
Really
shelf,
rack.
off of this rack. What would you say was the hardest one for you? I think I know the answer.
It would be the PC Engine Duo.
That's what.
Unfortunately, the CD-ROM no longer works. Like
Aw.
it used to. But I got that, and it needed to be recapped.
Mhm.
So I did that kind of work and got it running because it was like broken. So I was like, well, you know, I could probably get it to work, and I did. And then like a year later, the CD-ROM stopped working. So it's sad, Panda.
It's a bummer.
Mhm.
But off of this next shelf, what would you say was
Favorite?
your favorite and the hardest one to obtain?
Probably believe it or not, the 7800. Not that they were super rare,
Mhm.
but it was just something that eluded me. I actually got my eBay account like maybe 98 or 99 with the intention of getting an old 7800, and I only just got that maybe 3 years ago. It's like, you know what, I should really just get the 7800. They're not expensive, and you know,
Mhm.
but I'm the type of person, I'm patient,
Mhm.
especially with like buying stuff on eBay. Like I know what I want to pay, and I'll wait apparently 20 years
To get it.
to get it for that price.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's in really good condition. It's one of the earlier models. I forget what the benefit of the earlier model was, but I was able to get the earlier model.
One more picture. I've seen a couple of these. Not many.
Oh, there's the Odyssey.
Yeah. I've seen that maybe twice in my life. I've seen maybe 15 Commodores. But the other two, I don't think I've ever actually seen in person.
The Ataris.
Yeah, the 130 and the 800.
Oh, they are fantastic. The 800 XL is probably one of my favorite little, because the keyboard's mechanical,
Mhm.
which I actually added to it. It originally had like a membrane keyboard with a missing key, and apparently they made mechanical ones. And from the era, it wasn't like a third party or anything, so I was able to grab one. That one's fun to play. I've got I got like a serial adapter, so I can plug it into a computer or Raspberry Pi, and it like emulates a disk drive,
Nice.
which is
Pretty sick.
yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it, and it's essentially a 5200 is essentially an Atari 8-bit computer,
Mhm.
just consoleized. So a lot of like the console games, like if I want one, I'll be like, do I want to get on the 5200 or do I want it on the Atari? And I usually get it on the 8-bit. I get it on the 8-bit because of the controller. I don't know if you know how infamous those controllers
Oh, yeah. I do know about
terrible
that.
are, but mine works.
Nice.
And actually, I have a project to solder together as a homemade 5200 controller. I just haven't got around to it, but it uses like modern analog pots.
Interesting.
Mhm.
My
So,
final,
back projects.
my final question is, at the top of the list, at the cream of the crop, what is missing from your collection that you want that bad?
I would say the Neo Geo, the AVS,
Mhm.
right? The AVS, the console.
Mhm.
That's what I would really would want.
All right.
Not that there's a whole lot that I would play. I mean, I'd probably play King of Fighters because that's the kind of guy I am.
Yeah.
There's a couple of shmups I would, but it's just such an expensive. Even the flash cartridge for it
Mhm.
is like $1,000.
All right. Yeah, I know. Cats has one, I think.
Yeah, but it's really tempting to just get the MVS and consoleize it.
Mhm.
But I'm just holding out that someday I'll just get the AVS, get a flash cart.
Mhm.
Someday, yeah. That's probably the only console I would add. Game wise, I can't think anything off the top of my head. That I
I've stumped
really,
2 people tonight. Aha!
yeah, but console wise, I know that I would really like to add the Neo Geo to my collection.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing. I fucking love your collection. All those
Thank
shoot 'em
you.
ups, dude. I love that stuff.
I've been collecting since the 90s. Like the Atari was the first thing I collected when I was still in high school.
Hmm.
And then in the late 90s, early 2000s, a lot of those rental stores were just offloading
Yeah, closing
NES
and getting rid of
games.
stuff.
Yeah, closing stuff. I got so many NES games for $1.
Wild.
From like the local, like I grew up in Cato, so like the local Cato video game store. Yeah.
We had what? We had a Blockbuster and a Hollywood Video out here.
Mm-hmm.
All
Yeah,
right.
we had that, and there's one in Baldwinsville I used to go to.
Oh, what the hell is that called? I remember that place. Chris,
but I
my boss
rented-
actually used to work there at one
Yeah,
point.
I rented Chrono Trigger from there, and I rented it every week, like all summer. I probably could have just bought the game
Yeah, you should have.
for what I paid in rentals. But also, it was only maybe $3-4 a weekend
Hmm.
or a week, something like that. It wasn't expensive to rent games, but I did rent it like all summer.
Best RPG ever made.
Yeah, I would say that's probably my favorite. I think I said Mario RPG, but I forgot about Chrono Trigger. I don't own Chrono Trigger, unfortunately, other than on the DS.
I do. I should have dug it out for this stream.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you for sharing again. So your collection, I love pretty much everything you have is something that I buy. Crazy. Next on the list, you're up, Dylan.
I'm up. Do it.
In the opening picture that it decided to give me, I see Starlink in the middle of my screen. And what a game! But no. So I know you're a
I read
big
somewhere.
Nintendo guy. I know that for a fact.
What gave it away?
I don't know, all the times you've come into my store looking for those crazy Nintendo games. And the crazy Zelda Amiibo collection on the shelf, and the SP.
Yep.
Alright, so when did you start collecting and why?
This collection started during COVID. I had a decent sized one before that, and then I sold it when I moved to Vermont. And this time around, since I knew I was staying, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it right this time because the first collection was pretty bad. It was just thrown together, in like almost a big walk-in closet the size room. It was a guest bedroom that we had, and I just started going to yard sales more and more. Dirt cheap, and I was like, okay, I'm actually gonna do it right this time. But I just every time I would go to play a game, I'm like, why don't I have a game anymore? Why don't I have a game anymore? And I couldn't find it, or if it was digital, it wasn't the same feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of snowballed. So I'd get one GameCube game, beat it. What's the next one? Then I got my old N64 back. I got the gold N64 for Christmas one year,
Mhm.
and got the gold Zelda, Ocarina, and Majora. And then once I started playing those again, I started picking up other games that I never played, and it just snowballed
Mhm.
and didn't stop.
See a lot of Nintendo. What's your favorite issue of Nintendo Power?
Oh god. I think it's the Majora Mask one.
Yeah.
The one with Majora's Mask on the cover.
Yeah.
Anything really Super Nintendo to GameCube was my era. My mom would get, she was subscribed to it.
Mhm.
She's really the one that got me into gaming. So anything Zelda, I read. I mean, pretty much, I learned to read by reading Nintendo Power. So
Awesome. Looks like we got a room overview.
yep,
Nice setup. Even got the window.
yeah. This is the this is the guest bedroom in the apartment.
Is that a Mac Touch, whatever the hell that fucking thing is?
That's just a Mac. It was the 17 before I upgraded to a new one. I just
Okay.
don't know what to do with it.
Fair enough. I like how you got the Zelda sword with nostalgia on it. Fucking cool.
Yeah, my buddy / editor got that for me. For what did he get that for? I think for the 1-year anniversary of the channel.
Nice.
The shield's on the other side of the room.
There's the shield. There it is. So you can plug yourself right now if you want. Your whole thing's on the screen. So Dylan has a YouTube channel.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Yes, I pretty much do in the style of Angry Video Game Nerd, Scott the Waz, John Tron. Pretty much either game overviews, reacts to video game related retro content, and put like a comedic twist on it. Pretty much because those are the guys I watched growing up. And I always wanted to do something YouTube wise. I just didn't know what it was for a while.
Mhm.
And one day I made a Mario Party review, and I was like, you know what? I can keep on doing more of this. So I've been doing it for about 2 years now.
Nice. Like the box PlayStation 3 up in the corner there.
Yeah, I got that at a yard sale a few years back with the system. It was broken. No
Figures.
shocker there, being a backwards compatible one.
Yeah.
I paid, I think it was in a pile, like going to the trash, along with a GameCube and a few other things. And I go, how much? And he goes, oh, that's going in the garbage. I go, would you take $20? He goes, yeah, I'll take $20.
Fair.
He's like, it doesn't work. I'm like, I don't care.
Nice box. Fucking box is
Yeah,
worth more than
very
$20.
Yeah, it's a very clean box. The same with the Zelda GameCube box too. That thing is, I got that for paid $30 for that. I already had the GameCube in the game, so.
I'm gonna crack the question now. What's your favorite Zelda game?
Well, I think the easy answer for me is Ocarina of Time.
I thought you were gonna say Majora's Mask. Damn,
It's
I was
always
wrong.
that-
I was wrong. Damn it.
But if-
Link to the Past is by far the best.
that, yeah. So it's always either Ocarina or Link to the Past, but Majora is like a tight third. I grew up, like I said, my mom was a huge gamer. First game I ever saw at all was Ocarina of Time. And I was like, I want to play that. I was like probably 4 at the time.
Mhm.
And she goes, well, if you're going to play it, you're going to play from the beginning. And I go, okay. And then she hooks up the NES. And I was like, wait, what? So with her help, obviously, I played through 1, Adventures of Link, Link to the Past. Like, I played through all of them. And then when she was done with Ocarina of Time, she gave it to me so I could play.
Nice. You know, on a poster.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, a big thing when I was a kid too. I had a lot of the posters on the wall in my bedroom. So, a lot of those are not the same ones, but the same poster, just not the exact identical one. From when I was a kid on my walls. So.
I also noticed how
the
you
one on
got.
the doors.
Yeah, what's the one on the door? I wanted to ask you that.
So that is a inside joke on the channel. That guy is named Rick. He worked for Nintendo as a counselor in the 80s, and I've done a few reacts with him in the videos. And then like he jumped ship from Nintendo to Squaresoft,
Mhm.
and the last time he's ever been like on a video for E3 or anything has been 2000. So I did an E3 recap video or react video, and we made that for like the end skit, trying to find him.
Awesome.
Yeah, but the I love the Banjo-Kazooie one so much. That one I didn't have on my wall as a kid, but I just love how that poster was so early in development that they used some title font that I've never seen, sent.
I also like how you got Mario holding the red Wiimote.
Yep. Banjo was holding the gold Wiimote, but it didn't make much sense, so I moved it.
You got Spyro holding the PSP. Mm.
Yep.
There's the shield you were talking
Yeah,
about.
Yeah, that's the extra shield that came with the sword. Yeah,
That fucking Tobey
I-
Maguire dancing.
that sure is. That's all.
God
three of
damn
them.
it.
My buddy just buys me the randomest stuff for the room, and he's like, "You need to put this in so it fills up space." I'm like, I mean, I just like it in general. I'll put
Yeah.
it, wherever.
It's funny.
But yeah, the silver PSP.
Mhm.
I didn't. That was one that I got from my girlfriend's brother. He was just getting rid of a bunch of his stuff. I used to have the Metal Gear green one when I was a kid, and I just can't find it. Like I lost that one a while back.
It's a bummer. I recognize that camera.
Yeah, where'd that come from?
I wonder. So out of this picture, what would you say was the hardest thing for you to obtain in this one picture?
Hardest to obtain.
Hardest to obtain, because
I
there's
think.
some really good shit in this picture that you don't see very often.
Yeah. It's a tie between the Ocarina of Time box and the Atomic box,
Okay.
based on condition alone. Finding those, I found the Atomic box with the cardboard controller insert, which you can never find when you're looking for them online, unless it's a fully complete box. If it has the styrofoam, it's typically missing the cardboard controller add-on spot. And I found that that box is mint. I was in Connecticut when I still live in Vermont, and this was probably right at the beginning of COVID because I had 2 weeks off of work, and so I was just out spending money collecting, and the guy was like, "Yeah, just found some flea market, and he had a bunch of boxes, and I wish I grabbed more." But he gave it. I think I paid $40 for that.
Damn.
With the foam and and I mean that box is clean. There's not a scratch on it.
Foam's worth more than that.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And the Ocarina of Time box, I just kind of was hunting eBay for a while. I was gonna buy one from you, and I missed it by a day. I think you guys had one almost a year ago. But I just kept on looking, and then one night that one popped up for $150, and that was a lot of them had water damage from whenever I would look, and then the plastic would be peeling from the front shiny spot they put on it.
That's a common
So
thing.
that one, so $150 for that. It has minimal damage. That's the exact copy I had as a kid, collector's edition. So if I was going to have two complete in box N64 games, it was going to be Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time.
Alright.
And the other 4 boxes have just been Facebook finds. I messaged somebody for, I think I saw a listing for games, just a shelf full of games, and I saw WrestleMania 2000 and Perfect Dark in the box, and I'm like, how much for those? And he goes, well, they're not for sale. I go, would you sell them? He goes, yeah, okay. And I go, what? He goes, $40. But okay.
Fair enough. Worth
Yeah.
it.
But yeah, I love that section of the collection. The N64 boxes are just so colorful. Really, any of the Nintendo boxes are just nice to look at, and case in point,
Yeah, I was gonna
that
say.
Super Nintendo box.
That's a crispy box.
I got that from you.
No, that's why I said it was nice and crispy. You took care of that box, man.
I did. I just need to get the plastic covers for them.
I could show that picture.
But-
Box, Game Boy Color, Mario.
Yep. That was the first handheld I ever got for Christmas one year, along with Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. Same with the DS. That was the first. These aren't the same ones because I lost a lot of stuff when I was moving throughout the years. I sold my I had a gold N64 from like probably back in 2013 when you could probably get them for like $80. And I had 40 N64 games. Like, I mean, Conquer, Banjos, Marios, like probably over 1,000 plus in games. And I sold it to J Street in Albany for $150.
Damn.
So stuff like that, I just lost a lot of my stuff from then to now.
Back to the Zelda.
Yes,
I forget how many amiibos they made. Damn.
there are a lot, and I think I have most of them. Besides, like the champions, and there's a few others. But most of those I got a few from you guys, but I either got them when they were re-released, or, like I said, from you guys.
Like
Which
the-
was nice. They re-released them during Tears of the Kingdom. 'Cause
Yeah.
they were hard to get for a while.
Also like the on the wall.
I got those from Five Below, and I was like, that's perfect. And they light up and all that. They're nice.
Oh, I see bombs. I see night vision guys.
Yeah. Bongo's another good yard sale find I found. The night vision goggles, they're the Splinter Cell ones. They work and they don't work. They light up, that's about it. You can see through them, but they don't actually like work as night vision, unfortunately.
I see the is that the Lego Mario TV down there?
Yep. Unfortunately, it was built when I found it. I do collect Lego here and there, but I found that for like $80 at the flea market
Hey, that's not bad.
last year, and I was like, versus buying it for, I think brand new was $300 in box or something like that. So I was like, I'll buy it built together. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. So what's your favorite 360 game?
360 has to be either New Vegas or GTA 4.
Okay.
GTA 4 was the reason I got a 360 because it was cheaper versus getting a PlayStation 3. So I was like, screw it, I just want to play GTA 4. And then New Vegas was like my big introduction to RPGs, which got me into the older RPGs, like the turn-based ones. But those games I spent countless hours on. I spent a lot more hours on Call of Duty, but those are just Call of Duty games.
So I like how Gerodius had old Pikachu slumped over on his television, and you have old drunk Mario with cables around his neck hanging out on the floor.
Man, if that's not a creepypasta soon.
And no, seriously, though, that's pretty funny.
I
So
can
you
make it
cut-
happen.
You cut the cord and just left them there.
Yeah. No, I ran out of space, and I was just like, yeah, he'll fit right there. That's great.
He's like,
And he slouched
Mama,
over one day. And
Mamma Mia, why am I over in the corner? The fucking skull kids up on the thing, like, hey, give me a soul, bitch.
Yeah, that's if Luigi never found him.
Oh,
That's where he was, and Mario's missing.
And speaking of Zelda again, the Majora's Mask, I think, didn't you buy that one from us? We had those. Those things were sick.
Yeah. No, the full size mask I got. I think I pre-ordered that
Okay.
because I was like, oh, I need that.
We had a few. They were crazy. They were so cool.
I actually bought one of those off from you, Vinny.
As you, they're like super detailed too. They're really nice.
Yeah, that was the cheap one too, and I mean, it's not as scale. I think it's like a little bit smaller than the scale one.
Mhm.
But I mean, I used it for a prop in a video, and it's perfect.
Is that
Like,
Sir
it covers my whole
Daniel?
face.
Do I see Sir Daniel?
Yes.
That's
Yep,
amazing.
the Funko.
That's fucking amazing. I didn't know they made one.
Yeah, it was a GameStop exclusive.
Shout out to Medieval, a game most people have never heard of.
Love that game.
Alright, what's your favorite PS2 game?
PS2.
Hitting them with questions.
Oh, MGS3.
Oh, that was easy. Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
an
was
answer
gonna
way
say,
too quick.
I was gonna say San Andreas, but I feel like that's just, I don't know. I feel like that's everyone's go-to for their top 10.
That's fair.
But no, I mean that came too. I mean I didn't play that till much later. in my life versus
Mhm.
when it came out, because I didn't even know what Metal Gear Solid was when I was a kid, which I wish I did. Unfortunately, my mom sheltered me with Nintendo. She hated PlayStation.
I know a few people that had that happened to them. I was thankful I got
Yeah,
to
I
play like everything, so
Yeah, I only got to play when I was at my dad's house on the weekends, and he had GTA, so that was my default.
is that
But when I played Twin Snakes back, like I want to say back in 2015, I played Twin Snakes, which
Mhm.
was the first one I played for Metal Gear Solid, and just got like hooked immediately. Bought 2 and 3, played through those, and then I went back and played the original MGS one because
Mhm.
Twin Snakes is just overproduced. But
better shot of the people? It is Blue Eyes. I thought that was Blue Eyes. I wasn't sure.
oh yeah,
Oh, you got
the Team
Tolly hanging out up there.
Handy Danny Notebook.
Oh my God, yeah.
Reptar.
Reptar.
Yep, that's the recalled light up Reptar from Burger King. Because it's essentially just a lighter.
Yeah. What's your favorite PS1 game?
PS1, Spyro's up there. Medieval's my favorite to go to like every year. Why am I drawing a blank here? Why am I drawing a blank? Like, there's literally a game that I played all the time and I can't think of it right now. I would think MGS1 really.
Okay.
It's like the only one I could really go back to now and play. But Spyro was a pretty main. I played the demo as a kid, the Pizza Hut demos, at my dad's house
I remember
because
those
that's all he
days.
had. Yeah, so I would just play the MGS demo and the Spyro demo on repeat.
Yeah, you've shunned Tiny Fat Pikachu to behind the CR. And I know this is like one of your the GameCube's game. I know you love your
Yeah.
GameCube games.
Yep.
What is out of all your GameCube games, what is the one you cherish the most?
I think it's gonna be Twin Snakes. I'm gonna skip Zelda because I've talked about it a lot already. But yeah, I think Twin Snakes. I think personally, memory wise and nostalgia wise, that Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, the Steelbook, because that is the exact copy I picked up from, I think it was still EB Games. Like, that is from my childhood collection. That is the copy I had. That's the only copy in that GameCube collection that is from that.
I didn't notice this. Is that Sarge from Small Soldiers in the bottom?
That's your, yeah.
Amazing.
With all the other VHS
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Approved.
Yep.
Dude, Small Soldier, I fucking love Small Soldier. I wish I didn't destroy all the toys when I was a kid. I had every one of them.
I only had him, and I had the main one.
Archer?
The other team. Yes, of the Gorgonites.
I freaking love it so much. And we're back at the beginning with the Starlink box. The shunned away Starlink box. It's got VHS tape covering it.
It was the closet, or it was somewhere to make space.
You're a disappointment. That's funny.
But yeah, no, I think that Metal Gear Twin Snakes is definitely gonna be. And after next week, it's definitely gonna be my holy grail of the collection. I'm gonna go to Saratoga and have Peter sign it, hopefully.
Fair enough. Oh, you're going? I might give you something to get signed for me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let me know. Just let me know. I'm leaving Friday, so.
Okay. I'll let you know because what's her face is gonna be there? Oh, who the hell was it? I'll have to look it up again. There's the Resident Evil people.
Yes. Yep.
I want my Resident Evil 2 signed. So, but all right, my friend. There was one thing you want that's not in your collection. What is it?
Um.
And I get someone to answer this question tonight.
Yeah, I'll do one that's a game, and I'll do one that is not a game.
Okay.
I really want the 2DS Hylian Shield
Okay.
console. I love the way that looks. I already have Link Between Worlds 3DS XL, but
Mhm.
that thing looks amazing. Plus, I think it's a new 3DS, so that would work too, or 2DS. Game wise, I would love a copy of Sculptor's Cut or Second Attack.
Okay.
And I know Sculptor's Cut is ass,
Yeah.
but
It's also super
and it's
fucking
just
expensive.
it's really just Clay Fighter, but it's just with a few more fighters.
Hmm.
No, I used to have a copy of Earthbound in my old collection, and I got rid of it, and that really bummed me out, especially now with how expensive it is.
Even loose.
And that's one of those Super Nintendo games that I played later on that I just love.
Alright. Well, thank you for sharing. Your collection's awesome
Yeah,
as well.
totally.
I love your
Thank you.
room.
Thank you.
A lot of cool shit in
Yeah.
there. Again, check him out at Nostalgia Road. He's got some pretty funny videos. I've watched a few. They're pretty good. Pretty fucking good. Thank you again, Dylan.
Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Finally, we're here. I believe he fixes it. Gemgamin, are you there?
Yeah.
There he is. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, doing good.
Good, good.
Unfortunately, I
So,
just found out that like my initial headset decided to die today.
I am
But
sorry.
we had a plan B, so we're all right.
Fair enough. Alright, so Gemgamin is our fourth final guest tonight. I know he plays a lot of fighting games. Bit of a collector. As I open up, we have an assortment of Guilty Gear. I believe these are all the Strive standees, right?
Yeah. I think this is like mostly from the Guilty Gear board game.
Oh, that's right, they made a
Like,
board
think it
game. I
just got,
forgot
like,
about that.
Released recently.
And then you got the
So,
Ramlethal. Is that Kai? Supposed to be Kai?
Oh yeah. I think like my 2 plushies. I think like funny story about those because like they arrived at my house while I was at like an event,
Mhm.
like out of state for an event. So like for like the entire week I was there, I was just hoping that they were still gonna be at my door when I came back, and that no one just decided to take them off and just walk away.
Mhm.
But luckily, they were still there.
That's
That
a good
money
thing.
wasn't wasted, so that's good.
Always a good thing.
Yeah, definitely.
We're gonna go. I have these two. These are so cool. So these are the Magic the Gathering Secret Lair Street Fighter cards.
Oh yeah, because these are like kind of like one of the first things I actually like went out of my way to actually like try to obtain.
These things are sick.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
I made sure I pre-ordered them because I wanted them that bad.
Yeah, I think I ordered them like as soon as I like, saw the ad, as I think it was like a Capcom Cup, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yep. God. I always thought the Blanca one looked the best though. I thought they did Blanca really good.
Oh yeah.
And so these guys probably aren't gonna know who these. Maybe Gerodius might know some of them. But I believe these you could only get these at what was it, the Challenger thing for Red Bull?
Oh yeah, the Red Bull Kumite in New York.
So tell me how do you even find these there? Like these are so freaking cool.
Oh yeah. Well, I managed to get them. Some of them was because I competed at the tournament.
Mhm.
And the reason I competed at the tournament because I wanted to go as a spectator, but those tickets were sold out. But I found out like if you sign up as a competitor, you get to go to the finals for free. So it's just like,
That's fair.
well, that solves my problem right there.
Fair.
Like if I'm gonna go anyway.
Yeah. Now, these are really cool. I like the Tasty Steve one.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
You know, they're really sick.
Yeah,
And
it's just like a cool thing I like got from the travel there.
so I know you're a big Street Fighter guy. I have all of these too. I went out of my way to get every cover, every issue of these stupid things.
Yeah.
I see you kind of did the same thing.
Yeah.
um,
Just like kind of highlighting this because like it's like the like one of like the few like full sets of a story I have.
so
So like I'm kind of proud of that.
I guess what I'll ask is, what what got you into collecting this kind of stuff? Like, when did it start?
It actually kind of started like a few years ago.
Mhm.
It's like when I was like still in like New York City. Like I bought like a Street Fighter V Champions Rising book. There, because I was just kind of like interested in it, and I just had like the free time.
Mhm.
Just from there, because like that's when like I first discovered that like Street Fighter had comic books. So like that's why I kind of like I want to get like, into these. I want to get into this. I want to get more of these. And then I discovered like a local comic book shop that happened to have them. So I just started like periodically visiting them every like week or 2 weeks just to see what was new in.
Mhm.
And from what I have now, like it's still like young and small, but like I'm still like proud of it, and I kind of want it to like keep growing.
Mhm. Some of these are hard to find, man. Some of these took forever for me to find. Especially the Street Fighter. Getting all the covers for Street Fighter 6 was a nightmare.
Yeah.
So many. But who's your favorite Street Fighter character?
Oh, definitely Rainbow Mika.
Fair enough. Think they'll add her?
Oh, what's that?
Think they'll add her to 6?
I hope so. Like I saw those leaks, I was like, "Oh yeah, we're in here, boys." And they
I'm
said it was
hoping-
fake. Like, oh come on. Man.
Well, I saw they leaked the Akuma trailer already. I'm pretty sure they were gonna show it this weekend.
Oh wow.
And then so who other than Mika, who do you want to see come back?
I want to see come back.
Yeah, you could pick one other than Mika, one other character. I like asking these questions because it's always interesting.
I kind of want to see like Adon come back.
Oof, no.
Because I feel like the story with him being Sagat's like disciple, like he
Oh.
has to be strong. Like he has to be someone that's notable.
You're the only person ever answered like that. I gotta give you credit.
'Cause I just think it'd be
everybody hates that character.
you know, like I don't think like Street Fighter 6 has a lot of bad guys right now.
It
Like,
is
Adon
true.
would be a really easy bad guy to add in. Like,
Yeah.
he'll do something. He'll do evil stuff for money. That's easy to buy.
Yeah, that's fair. Damn though. Of all the characters. All the third strikers and the samurai dude from the fucking out. At least you didn't say Hakan.
I wouldn't hate a Hakan, to be honest.
I'd be interested to see how they'd get him to work with the mechanics. Like his like drive rush would have to probably be like the oil slicks and stuff.
Yeah.
Be cool. But alright. So I guess let's ask a few more questions before we're done here. Who's your favorite Strive character?
Favorite Strive character?
Yep. Doesn't even have to be the character you like play as. Who is your favorite like Strive character?
I'd say I'd go Ramlethal is my favorite.
Ram. And who
Yeah.
do you play?
I play Biken.
Okay. You play Viking too, huh? I remember. Oh, Hutch was the only play. That's crazy. I tried to play her. I couldn't do it. I think she's cool
fair
though.
enough.
Her new design is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
really good.
Yeah, that goes for like a lot of the cast.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of them kind of suck. But. Alright. So if there was, I know your collection is probably not as big as these guys. If there was something you could add to it that's at the top of the list, what would it be?
Tip top of the list.
Yep.
I definitely want like since like my favorite character is Rainbow Mika, like I want like a Rainbow Mika like one of those statues because I always see them in like game shops.
Oh, the big
have,
like,
like, these, like,
what is it?
yeah.
Sideshow or whatever? The big ones that are like
Yeah.
like four,
Or
not
maybe
four,
like not
two,
like a life size one.
like
but,
two-
one
like
that's,
2
a
feet
decent
tall?
size that was cool.
Chris D collects that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I
Got,
see
like-
all the shops I see them and they all look so cool. I want at least like one of them to like be proud of.
Yeah, they're nice. I know when Chris got the jury one, I was so mad because I wanted it, but I refused to pay for it. Too much money for me. Shit was like $500. All right. Are you going to Combo Breaker with us?
Breaker? No, I don't think.
Darn. It's all good. Trying to figure out. I know there's a bunch of people, but thank you for sharing. I forgot there was a board. How is the board game? Is it any good? Did you actually play it?
I haven't gotten to play it yet. I'm trying to wait for like an event to like bring it to so I can play
Okay.
with some people.
Well, if you bring it by and I'm there, I want to check it out. I forgot it came out.
All right, sounds cool.
You checked out the card game at all yet? I know a card game came out too.
The card game?
Yeah, I have like the starter deck for it.
Oh, I think that's actually this. I think it uses.
Oh, it's the
both.
same. It uses both. Okay,
Yeah, I think it's like the same game.
nice. Yeah, because I remember they like announced it, and I bought the cards. So I'm like, those look cool, and then I completely forgot about it, like I usually do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for
It
having
was
me.
fun. Yeah, man. So, thank everyone else again for coming on. These collections are awesome. It's always fun to talk to people about their collection. Maybe,
I can. I finally have an answer to what you asked me.
Do
earlier,
you?
what I want
Do you?
in my
Okay,
collection.
what would that be? If you say Silent Bomber, I'm just gonna end the stream.
No. Okay, so this is actually legit. This is more of like what you kind of actually seen with Nostalgia Roads with all the boxes and shit. I actually want a complete inbox of Mega Man X for the Super Nintendo because all because that was literally what started gaming for me. That's basically what I want right now. I mean, yeah, I can get it at the shop right now, but I want it in mint condition. I don't want that.
That's fair. The box at the
Get
shop's a
boxes
little
out.
beat up. That's fair.
That's pretty much it.
Girodis, did you think of a game?
I did actually.
Oh yeah, let's go.
3 games. Dragon Warrior 2 through 4
Okay.
for the NES. I think that's something that I would love to add to the NES collection.
Mhm.
I mean, I have them for the Famicom, but that doesn't really count.
Yeah, true, but they're still cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love the art. You know. Yeah.
Oh, and I also want Silent Bomber.
God damn it! Every time. Oh, all right. I'll have to dig some of my shit out and take pictures. I should have done it for tonight, but I was lazy. I won't lie. Like
Never did.
shut
Never
up.
played with you.
Shut up, asshole. Like I have except for Bond, I don't have Bontron. I have every other Mega Man game complete in box with manuals, everything. That's like my prized set of games. I'll have to take some pictures.
I do want that Game of the Year edition of Elden Ring too.
Yeah, the one of a kind. He brought it in the other day. So, fun little story. So we have a group of customers that come in on Saturdays. And they're good kids. They're really good kids. They've actually been on the show before. And one of them's named Adam. And for months, he came in and he'd be like, Vinny, do you have the Elden Ring Game of the Year edition? And I'd always say the same thing, like, Adam, it doesn't exist. So one day I gave in to the joke. And I created a fake game called Elden Ring Game of the Year Edition. I basically put everything, I'll have to find the picture. Everything he ever talked about in the store, like they talked about VTubers one day, I slapped a VTuber on the cover. And then I slapped a VTuber sticker inside the case. It said VTuber included. He'd always joke about King Kong for the Xbox 360 HD DVD player. I went out of my way to make sure there was a copy of King Kong for the HD DVD player inside the Elden Ring Game of the Year edition case. And then on the back, I put like the troll dude, like, you think you're good enough to beat my game? I did all like the get good and all the funny memes. Man, that was one of the best reactions I ever got out of a customer in the store. He almost fell over laughing. He was fucking dying. It was hilarious.
They
And-
usually come in the store on Saturdays around like afternoon wise.
Yeah, like noon. But for months he kept doing it to me, and then I finally was like, I'm gonna make a fake game. It was fun. It was a fun little project. Happy he got a kick out of it. He kept it too. I thought he was gonna throw it out. That was a fun little
I would have
project.
had a grading.
One of a kind. What's that one company? The Wada. Get on the phone with Wada. I have a one of a kind game.
They have graded fake games.
Really?
Yeah.
I fucking hate that company even more now. God damn it. I didn't know anybody graded fake games. It seems like it's just useless.
I mean, they're just taking your money at that point.
True.
They're like, yeah, you know what? Give us $60. We'll grade your little fake game.
We'll grade your fake ass game for $200. It'll be worth millions, we promise.
Oh yeah, we'll give it a 98. A plus
Yeah,
two.
the more you pay, the higher the grade is.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a Repro Rondo of Blood. I'm sure they've done more, but I just looked it up.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make any sense to grade. I mean, it's hard to find too, but
Man, I should get my Earthbound repro graded.
just sell graded repro games. Who got you that, Wada? Damn you! So,
I'll literally just go get a cardboard box from the post office or Walmart, and just reseal it, Sharpie Earthbound on it.
I have a
wanna go
one of a
back
kind
in
copy
time.
of Earthbound.
I want to go back in time when that Wii U cardboard cutout Wii U was on eBay.
We had a few of those.
Did you hear about that story though?
Mm-hmm.
I remember following that back in like 2010 when that shit was going on.
What did we
It
have?
actually did. It did sell, and the seller had to back out on the whole thing because he couldn't do it.
We had the Smash Brothers cutout. We had one of the Zelda cutouts. Which we sold for quite a bit of money. That was interesting. I think I got like $300 for that. Cardboard cutouts are cool.
Yeah, I have a buddy who's supposed to be mailing me a Wind Waker GameStop cutout. It's like about it's the box one. I want to say it's like 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet.
Mm-hmm.
But he just keeps on delaying it.
I've
So
al-
he's like, I go, yeah, I'll pay you like $100 for it. He goes, no, I'll just give it to you, just pay for shipping. And it's been a year.
I've always wanted the Mike Tyson Punch Out one,
Mm-hmm.
but I've never seen it for sale. So I've seen the Killer Instinct one a few times. I should just buy one because I do want it because Fulgore looks fucking awesome. Plus Maximilian dude has one, and every time I see it on like one of his videos, I go, I want that. But, all right, gentlemen. Always was fun. Thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah, I had a blast. Thank you for having me.
definitely.
Yeah,
Thank you for like
Thank you.
yeah, man. So we'll probably do another round of this because I have a few other people that want to do it.
I'm glad that you finally did this when I suggested it a fucking year ago.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Everybody knows that we used to be so focused on like fighting game stuff only, and I finally let up on it and did other things, and we're having way too much fun. So if you guys ever have a topic that you want to talk about, you let me know, and we will fit it in. It goes for you
About
in the
damn
chat
time,
too.
everybody.
Yeah.
Fucking about time, Jesus.
Yeah, you're gonna complain about not being able to see the game prices too.
Yeah, I know. Every day when I go in there,
Yeah,
I can't.
bend
see prices.
over.
No.
All right, everybody. Thank you again, guys, for coming on. Thank you for watching. And I will see you again tomorrow. I don't know if you guys are around. Hot Sets is back tomorrow. We got Tekken. First to 10 between Cats and Blex. The sauce lineup's kind of brutal this time, and I don't feel bad. So, I'll see you all again tomorrow at 8 p.m. Everybody have a good night. And good luck.
Later.
All right.
Later.